So we've just had the transfiguration, this amazing incident on the top of a mountain where Jesus is with Peter, James and John, and he is transfigured before their eyes. He goes dazzling white, his glory is revealed, and Moses and Elijah appear and speak with him, which is an amazing testimony from the Old Testament saying Jesus is the one we were talking about the whole time. And God has appeared and said, "This is my son whom I love, listen to him." And now the cloud disappears, Moses and Elijah are gone, and it's just Jesus and the disciples again. And now they're about to come down the mountain. So from verse 8, suddenly when they looked around, they no longer saw anyone with them except Jesus. As they were coming down the mountain, Jesus gave them orders not to tell anyone what they had seen until the Son of Man had risen from the dead. They kept the matter to themselves, discussing what rising from the dead meant. And they asked him, "Why do the teachers of the law say that Elijah must come first?" Jesus replied, "To be sure, Elijah does come first and restores all things. Why then is it written that the Son of Man must suffer much and be rejected? But I tell you, Elijah has come, and they have done to him everything they wish, just as it was written about him."
So the mountaintop experience is over.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Here comes the sort of, the depression. Like you've been on camps or on holidays.
Oh yeah.
Right? where like you come back to earth with a bump, and I can't help but think that Peter, he's in that sort of place right now. Coming down. They look around suddenly, and there's no. Peter understands that building tents would have been pointless, wouldn't it? That was a stupid thing to say.
We are going down the mountain.
Yeah.
We're not staying up here forever.
Yeah. But that's when the questions come, isn't it? That's when they start to sort of reflect on what's happened, and then they start thinking, okay, hold on a minute. We were expecting. We've been taught from when we were in nappies that when Messiah comes, he's going to change everything. And they're expecting a political and a warrior leader. Right? They're under the thumb.
And here he is. Look at him. He's glowing. This is it. Jesus, come down the mountain like this. Everyone will believe you if you come down like this.
They're thinking, goodness me, we thought like the stories of David in his glory days were amazing. This is it. And guess what? Guess who the three commanders are going to be? The three generals. Do you know what I mean? But that's not. That's not what it's about.
No.
So that's when Jesus starts to sort of discuss with them what is going on.
Yeah, but interestingly, he tells them, "Don't tell anyone what you've seen until the Son of Man had risen from the dead."
Yeah.
Which is crazy because you think so. Jesus is trying to teach people and trying to show people that he's the Son of God, but he tells them, don't share this until I get raised from the dead.
It is a bit strange, isn't it? Because again, like Peter, especially, he's going to want to get back down to the other disciples.
Yeah.
I was like, guess what happened?
I know.
But that's Jesus is saying, no, don't do this.
Yeah.
There's more to come. You don't understand yet.
That's right.
What this is all about.
Exactly.
And I love it. I love that they're discussing this question. What does rising from the dead mean? What?
What does Jesus mean? Because isn't he the king of? Hasn't he come to bring his rule on the earth? And why is he going to die? This
was something that Jesus started speaking plainly about. Suffering and dying and being risen. So it's not like they've never heard this before, but they just don't get it.
No,
they haven't got a category.
Yes.
For their Messiah. To be a suffering Messiah.
That's right.
Again, I love like verses 12 going onwards, and Jesus is starting to say, look, that it's written about the Son of Man, he must suffer and be rejected. What he's doing there is he's saying, look. The whole Old Testament was about me, and you think that the Messiah is someone who is going to be a conquering warrior. But look, that Moses prophesied one that was like him that would come, the prophet, and the suffering servant of Isaiah, and then Daniel 7, the Son of Man. And he's weaving all of these,
stitching them together.
Yeah, these messianic prophecies. he's saying these aren't separate people.
Right.
This is one person. This is me.
Yeah.
You know, and so he's sort of revealing to them.
Yeah.
He's given them his first big sort of what the Bible's all about, Bible study. You know?
Yes.
And again, it's like they're like sheep. They're like deers in the headlights. They just haven't got a clue what's going on.
But he's been quite clear with them because he's saying that Elijah has already come.
Yeah.
He has come. So now I have come because Elijah came before me.
John the Baptist came to prepare the way.
Yeah.
You know?
And so look, now I am the Son of Man. I will be raised from the dead because I will suffer and die.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can imagine, can't you? Like once Jesus has been risen from the dead and the Holy Spirit comes on the apostles, how exciting for them to start to piece all of this stuff together and go, oh, that's what he meant.
Well, there is a moment as well, isn't there, where their eyes are opened and they understand. You know, it's in that sort of post-resurrection Luke 24 sort of place, and then also in Acts when the Holy Spirit comes, and you can tell Peter's had a complete life change when he's writing his letter.
That's right.
And he's referring back to this moment, and he's saying, look, you can trust the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, these aren't just made up stories.
Right.
These are, we were eyewitnesses of these things. We were eyewitnesses to the majesty, to the voice from heaven. Yeah. You know, so you can trust the Bible. It's all about Jesus.
Yeah.
You know,
it's an amazing thing, isn't it?
It's great. Yeah. I mean, Jesus is continuing to sort of reveal not just who he is, but why he's come. You know? And again, like these lads who have again they've been raised with all of these stories. Even they didn't get it. Yeah. You know? But what about you? Do you get it? Are you starting to piece together who Jesus is and why he's come?